Hey guys, it's Co-op. Today we have our first advanced critique. As the picture shows, it's going to be ZSS versus Rosalina, looking at ZSS's side. Going over the little form I had the submitter fill out for information. For me, weaknesses, they say, are defense and playing from a disadvantaged state. Which, depending if you're a super aggro player, is usually what causes that. You never think about what's happening. But, like, jokingly, but also serious, like down B, like you'll get out of disadvantaged situations, and then questions you have that you want to be addressed. How can I capitalize harder off my opponent's mistakes? After watching the clip, and we're going to go through it again, of course, in this video, but a big thing is focusing too much on aggression and like getting in and not letting your opponent do stuff. You don't focus on when they actually have space and can throw out attacks to punish them for it. You just go in and like, all right, this is going to hit them, I hope. You never like focus on them making mistakes. Should I discuss how the matchup you are playing ends up working out? Yeah, I think the matchup wins on paper, but I'm not exactly sure how. So the thing with Rosa is if you can safely kill Luma, or even not safely and take a punish, that's when you really want to capitalize on her. But luckily you have the moves with Zair, Nair, and everything to be able to stop her from punishing you when you kill Luma. A fully spaced Nair that hits just Luma is safe. Unless like she's running in and you hit just Luma. But most of the time you should be safe, and Luma's really close to her, so their spacing's got to be like almost perfect. And then like off stage you kick her butt. That's like a huge thing. And then when Luma's gone, like she cannot do like anything about it, especially now with your new good side B. You can just wreck Luma. Yeah, so it's just like your neutral is all about kind of killing Luma, and it's really easy for you to do with your moves, but you need to stay like spaced. Because if you don't, you'll get punished. And then if you don't kill Luma, like they can start to punish you with Luma. And then off stage, obviously, your down B, back airs, down smash into down B, all that kind of good stuff works really good for you. Anything else you need to know, you want to know? Do I have to work harder than Rosa to win the matchup? I think you have to play smarter, but you don't necessarily have to work as hard. Now that we know how to like DI stuff against Zero Suit and like your couple nerfs, it's a lot harder for you to get early kills on people, where Rosa can do some like stupid stuff with Luma, with like up airs killing you or just dragging you up to the top and whatsoever. If you play smart and know I should probably focus on Luma a majority of the time, and when you're focusing on Luma, that means your spacing's probably on point for Rosalina not to hit you anyway, then you don't have to work really hard because it'll all just like come together. But you need to know stuff about the matchup, like throws, like Luma punishing you for like if you get hit after a throw, or like if she'll just intercept you at like random points, or like what if you should be air dodging in certain situations where like she can't kill you, but then you force yourself in a situation where you can be punished because you air dodged and didn't jump. So no, I don't think you need to work harder at all if you just like play smart. But yeah, anyway, we'll get right into the video now then. Okay, so FD, you're not going to be able to do much with platforms. So that grab was kind of willy-nilly, but it worked out. But I want to focus on what just happened. So you ended up going up when Luma was in front of you. And you went above her. So you weren't even like really hitting Luma. You just left yourself out in the open. And that's what I was just talking about, playing smarter in the matchup. You have to be really safe around Luma because she will just break your combos. So just be wary of where she's at and what moves you're throwing out, because if you're not putting her into like hit stun and or tumble, she's a threat. But now, back to kind of a neutral. You punish this back here perfectly, but then this happens. So Luma was in front of you and you ran up first, then jump up aired. Jump up air from where you were standing wouldn't hit Rosalina, but jump from where the throw ended, moving forward in the air with a forward air would have hit. And at worst, you clank with Luma and still punish him. Note, though, if Luma is on the side facing you, because in this situation she was on the other side, Rosalina was between you two. If Luma's between you two, you're going to have to hold shield. Luma will punish you, because your grab, unless your grab will throw Luma into knockback, she'll be able to immediately hit you when you try to jump and do something. So be wary of where Luma is, especially on throws, because these are the follow-ups that you really want, and sometimes you just can't get them. Regardless, So in this state, do not challenge Luma. You're just going to keep clanking with her, and you leave yourself open to get hits with stuff like that. Now, if that Nair had been properly spaced, she wouldn't have actually been able to punish you, which I'll show an example of here. You have to be so careful about your spacing in this matchup, and you can also kill Luma while still being safe because of shield stun. But due to the unsafe play, you get punished with the grab and the up tilt. Watch out for Luma being able to box you if you try to get up close. I think you should try to stay in the range of your Zair. But you took center stage, you spaced that Nair correctly, so you've got all the advantage here. But then this happens. Be wary of her sharking, and if you know it's going to happen and you wait it out, you actually have a really, really good punish with your down B. And if they miss this tech, they might not have their jump, so you can end up killing them really, really early. But be careful about dash attacks and like being too close to Rosalina in neutral. Your spacing with your ARs here and like trapping them are perfect. But here, you end up trying to go for the paralyzer and a grab, and with such a low charge paralyzer, even at any range past like 1/2 of your range of your grab, you're not going to be able to get the grab on someone. But now we're back in semi-neutral position. You have stage control. You have to be very, very careful. Rosalina really likes to move back, give up stage positioning to punish you after trying to do something. I do like that string, though. You went in on Luma while also staying very, very safe. Be careful about getting back to the stage because she has so many options. I'm so in favor of you going get Luma in that position. See, because she had stage control, immediately gave it up by rolling behind you, and you were able to finish off the stock. Taking away stage control and also just letting her give it to you also works. Be careful about paralyzer on Luma. Like, you'll try to go for a punish, and then you might get punished. I'm not really a fan of the like missed dash attack on Luma and then another dash attack. Be very careful with those options, and also being that close to shield again. If you space the areas, you end up being fine. But you saw, you ate not a big punish. I don't like the dash grab. It almost gets you killed. At this percent, where she's at, you really don't need the grabs. The side B's perfect. It's safe on shield if she decides to block. Hits Luma and results in Luma's death. Great tech. Like I was saying, at this percent, you don't need those grabs. You can work fine in neutral, and if a misgrab means your stock is gone. So, like, be very careful. And also be very careful about following Rosalina so hard there, because it kind of leaves yourself open. And also, again, if you start trying to box her with Luma, especially when Luma's got a lot of room to work with, you'll be in a lot of trouble. Once again, sharking, this time, your down B will definitely get the kill. So if you know it's going to happen, do something like this. I like the paralyzer attempt. I wish you would have backed off a little bit more because you really didn't respect Luma's, or like Rosalina's fight at the ledge. Alright, so we're going to pause here. In this situation, Rosalina cannot get to you. She has she has used her double jump, and there's no way for her to reach you. I would like if you air dodge to get out of tumble here, so because it's going to be the least laggy thing you can do. But because you're not out of tumble and you miss the tech, it results in the end of the game. So Rosa wins. Things to look back at. The reason both stocks are lost were because like very simple, easy mistakes to fix. Dash grabbing, just grabbing in general when you're at percents that you could die, especially against Rosalina when Luma's so powerful. Luckily, the first one Luma saved you, but the second time she did a smash attack, she ended up taking your stock. So when you're at death percent, understand that it's going to mean a hard read from her, or like you're going to have to miss-space something, or she's just going to have to like get in and get like an edge guard or something maybe. Don't give away stocks like that. You don't need to be grabbing. Like, yeah, you get a lot off of it, but especially on Rosalina where Luma can really disrupt your grab follow-ups, I'd say stay back with your aerials, like the range where your Nair is going to hit your Zair, because she can't do anything, because you'll hit Luma and stop Luma from doing stuff to you. If you're getting hit by Luma, play to space on Luma, not on Rosa's shield. Also, aggression, like one of the things in the form at the start were like defensive play, and it seems like the ZSS was not comfortable at all ever being in like a defensive position, so they would always rush in more for aggro, like I'm going to be the one throwing out aerials, maybe you'll intercept me when I'm coming in, but I'm the one going in. And usually when you're fighting Rosalina, you're going to be the offensive one because she's not a very offensive character most of the time, when played correctly, I'd say. At least not a majority of the match. You need to like just slow down, stay in the range where, like I said, Nair and Zair are going to hit. Like, you have phenomenal range. Like, you're the perfect character to deal with Luma, and not get punished for it all the time. Like, sometimes, if, like, Rosalina uses Luma as bait, she can punish you, but, again, you eat, what, maybe 15%, and that's 13 seconds of Luma being gone if you end up killing Luma. Like, you force her to a ledge and do that. So that's what you should be looking out for. And just taking, like, matches slower. Like, thinking about everything that's going on and the options they have. Because you got sharked by up air twice. Not that, like, getting hit by something twice means, oh, you should have seen it coming the second time. But it's something to be noted of that, like, it's a big tool for Rosalina. And some other characters like Villager and King DDD. Lots of others, too. But, and realizing the options your opponent has. Like, matchup knowledge, I think, would have played a huge part in this. Knowing, like, how to safely space. And killing, like, Luma. Your focusing on Luma was really good, but you have to be careful about, like, whiffing that dash attack. Because then now you've lost stage control and stuff. And stage control is, like, the biggest thing against Rosalina. Because her being able to run back and then come in and punish you is such a big part of her game. That once you take that option away and she's forced in the corner, she has to make, like, not panicky decisions, but, like, very limited at least. If not also the player's panicking because they're up against the ledge. And then, like, noticing patterns. But overall, like, the ZSS played really well, and it's just those two mistakes. And also, a big thing, I have trouble with this too, is, like, getting out of tumble. Because you shouldn't have to make that tech. You should be able to fast fall, land, or down B. Like, down B, just use down B if you, like, are ever feeling threatened. Because, yeah, like, you might get threatened moving somewhere else, but, like, at least it changes your options, and you might get out. It's kind of like a refresh on, like, your options. Anyway, though, I hope you guys enjoyed this advanced critique where I showed in a little bit of, like, clips and slowdowns and stuff. Let me know what you guys thought about it, comments, wherever. Like, subscribe, yada, yada, yada. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.